When you think of laptop rig, you're probably imagining cable mess from instrument cables, USB adapters, and the like. There's also the potential for the setup to take ages to get up and running, which is problematic if you're playing live. With the Nova Sonic, your setup could be as clean and as fast as guitar, cable, laptop. That's it. Coming up, I'll show you how to set up the guitar to be used as a USB interface, the input and output configuration, and the software side for plugins like Neural DSP Archetype Pituitary and 2 Notes Genome, and a recommended output interface. Once you have the editor up and running on your phone, go ahead and tap the edit button on any of the presets. In this case, I want it to be on the clean channel. And you'll see that it brings up all the relevant amp modeling and effects that you can enable or disable. Enabling it or disabling it all depends on just a swipe action. So if you swipe down, this turns the delay on. To use the guitar as a plug-in host, we want to disable all amp modeling and all effects. So we are going to swipe up on everything, including the reverb, the delay, the equalizer, and the amp. And you will hear that it's all just very plain, no processing, just the sound of the pickups. Side note, that actually is a decent clean tone. But I digress. Very importantly, you want to save this. So every time you call up the green preset on your guitar, it's going to be the plugin host. And don't worry, if you want to get back the preset just the way it was, you can always go to Settings, Factory Reset, and it will turn everything back to the way it was. One more step, right now you can hear the guitar going through the speakers. The problem with this method of using the guitar as a plugin host is that by virtue of the signal routing, you are going to have a feedback loop that's going to be generated. Unfortunately, you are going to have to mute the guitar, and to do that, you're going to turn the preset volume and turn it down so there's no sound. Not this volume knob though. This volume knob is for the pickups. This volume knob is for the preset as a whole. Now that we've got the guitar set up, let's go into a standalone plugin suite like the Neural DSP Archetype Pituitary. You're going to load it up. You're going to click on Setup. You're going to make sure that the Enya Nova Sonic is the input, and the output has to be anything but the Nova Sonic. If you choose the inputs and outputs as the same thing, you are going to get a feedback loop which is going to be screeching on your guitar. You don't want that, so let's go to something else. In my case, I got a pair of speakers right here. Turn down the sample size as low as you can go before you get any sort of glitchy performance. The lower the sample size, the lower the latency is going to be, and as you increase your sample sizes, it's going to be more stable. You're not going to have much glitches in your audio, but you are going to get much more latency in your signal. I'm going 64. Let's hear how this sounds like right now. Let's turn on tune and test it out. And now we're in Ableton Live, which is a digital audio workstation. Let's set up the ins and outs. Let's go to here under Preferences. Make sure that the input device is Enya Nova Sonic. And same, the output device cannot be the same as the guitar. The output has to be something else, and in this case, it's my speakers. One thing I forgot to do, turn on the monitoring so that you can hear whatever's going in through the system. Everything looks good, so let's start to load in the plugins. I'm going to load in Genome right here. And here's my preset for the Genome, which I previously made in a video that you can check out right here if you're really into laptop rigs and want to use Genome as like a standalone loader for Neural Amp Modeler. Just for fun, here is the Line 6 Helix Native, which I'll load up here. If you've been following the video, you need to send audio to an output which is not the Nova Sonic. For live applications, you want the inputs and outputs to be hassle-free, and for that reason, I'm recommending the PV USB-P, which converts your laptop output to balanced XLR. Don't worry, your folks, it can send out stereo. Your entire hardware setup could look like this: USB-C cable for the Nova Sonic, a Type-B USB cable, the PV USB-P, and a USB hub if you need it. All of which can fit into the Nova Sonic's kit bag, no problem. All of this information coalesces into opening up creative possibilities like turning your TV into an amplifier by sending input as the guitar and the output as the TV. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to help grow the channel and join the community. Check out my previous review video of the Enya Nova Sonic, and there's a growing playlist of budget gear that you could check out too. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.